And
Okay.
that's when I was diagnosed with some disorder back then. And
Okay.
that was the first time I was introduced to this field of psychology. And even while being a young, student who is pursuing engineering, even I was in a state where, well, why should I, no, I'm not supposed to go or reach out to a psychologist or a psychiatrist for a professional help, because I am perfectly fine. Even I had that stigma in my mind. And but somehow the entire journey that I have been through from then till the point that I recovered completely, it brought a lot of awareness within me about myself and also about this field of psychology. And I had a very beautiful imagination about how my therapist is just like an angel in my life, and how she is actually supporting me so beautifully. And I somehow, developed this inclination towards the field of psychology. And I thought, well, I know a lot about the emotions and I have experienced certain things. And now I've also been to therapy. Well, like I already know some things about psychology now. And well, what if I can just switch my seats from a patient seat to a therapist seat? And it was just a dream, it was just a thought in my mind. Somehow, with the journey of life, things changed. I started studying psychology as a subject, and then I switched my field, and here I am. So, yes, it did take me a few years to switch that chair from the patient seat to the therapist seat. Well, but the journey is, worthy. Besides that, I wanted to get rid of all the psychological blockages that I had earlier. Like I had phobias of snakes or of darkness. Somehow things worked. I worked on myself harder, and they all went away. With time, I was always curious, about nature, and I always wanted to have a small home in mountains since my childhood. And well, when lockdown started, I relocated to mountains all by myself. It was a complete new city for me. I didn't know a single person back there. And I started living my life on mountains. Now it's been 2 years and I'm still enjoying it.
Wow.
I wanted to conduct retreats when I was just a student of psychology. And when I started studying psychology, I also was studying Bhagavad Gita and I was watching Mahabharata as well. So I had this idea, well, what if, a person can conduct retreat about Bhagavad Gita teachings and the learnings that I had from psychology background and all these things. Wouldn't that be so amazing in the mountains and with the clouds, with the beautiful nature? And with time, this year I made that thing come true, or the universe helped me to manifest it. And yes, we had a beautiful, successful retreat. So this how things just happened. And I didn't had clue that when these things are going to happen. I always had this very strong imagination with me at peace, and I believed on the universe. And I knew that what are the skills I am supposed to have in order to reach where I want to. And I just continued to work on those skills. And as I continued to work on the skills, the resources started to come to me by itself. The opportunity started to come to me by itself. Just like mentor Mitr, came to my life by itself. So this way, so many opportunities started to come, and things just started to manifest by itself. So I started to realize, and I started to wonder, how is this happening, and what is it that I am doing? I'm doing something right if these things are happening in my life. What is it? Then I realized, well, I always had this belief, I always visualized, and then I surrendered. I had this strong faith in the universe that, well, whatever may happen tomorrow or whatever may come from future, would just be the perfect thing for me. And that's it. I never doubted it, or I never questioned myself either. So I just surrendered and I just focused on the present. As Mrs. Rachna said, that our mind is a monkey mind. So mind is something which tends to keep us, either in the past or it takes us in the future. It never allows us to be in the present. So I think that is the key. That somehow I was able to remain mindful enough, aware enough in the present moment, which helped me to focus on the skills that are needed. And then the magic of the universe is there. So it worked.
Wow.